There we go. I thought I hadn't got my mic on. Just to throw that into the mix as well. All right. I think that's about normal. If it's a bit loud, folks, do let me know. All right, let's get that. Yeah, I'm trying to I'm trying to get, and I'm trying to make sure YouTube's working. Yeah, it's not showing up for some reason. I had it working earlier, I did a test stream, but for some reason it just won't work now. Right, just bear with me 1 second, the screen might go blank for a second. Alright, I don't know if that's worked or not. I'm hoping it was quite literally a blink on Twitch. Now, for some reason, it's wanting to stream it as if it's Marvel Snap. Granted, I've got Marvel Snap overlays on, which I need to change as well. All right, so a few things going wrong here. All right. Let's just change all this in the meantime. To be honest, it's a bit too much mire getting it sorted another way. Alright, I'll have to sort tags out and all that on a bit. I've already done that. Why am I doing that? Alright, save all that. And then hopefully, even though it's not right, it's kind of right. Yeah, there is a stream now on YouTube at least. Hello, if you happen to tune in on it. I just don't get why it's causing me this issue. Let me just delete the one that's lurking. Alright, so that's that bit done. Alright, I'm on this page. Hello, sweet, how you doing? There we go. I think that's right. Well, that's something. Stream Element spots on YouTube now at last. Been having a good old kip there. Am I not on Twitch now? Oh no, I am on Twitch. It was just that it was glitching on my end. Alright, great. Alright. I will get there, I promise. It's just taking much longer than I would like. Pound to a penny, the be right back screen's wrong. Yeah, okay. Right, let me just sort these out and then I'll be sorted. Alright. I am confused. I go there and it says stream elements. Where's my normal one? Oh, it's that one, talk show, surely. This is why you don't do what I'm doing right now. You just sort it out before you start streaming. I thought I had sorted it, but you check you've sorted it. Alright, if I just go here. Yeah, that's right. So the only one that's not how I normally have it is the outro scene. And that's the same issues we've had. There we go. Alright, that took much longer than I wanted, sorry, but that just needed to get done, otherwise everything was kind of out of whack. Alright. Let's get into Swaggo. And before that, let me just get my freebies. I saw all of this happening as I was doing the intro. Okay. I could do with finding out what it is about YouTube that's causing me issues. It's only a minor thing, but it just throws everything off course a bit. Alright. Which account am I on? Let's switch for now. It's 9:15. It says the clock wrong. That would be another little problem I haven't foreseen. No, it's 9:15 on that. I've been resetting all my streaming stuff today. And yeah, it looks like there've been a few kinks, quite mildly. Alright, credits, Omegas, debit card. Safe to say I won't be doing many refreshes. I managed to get Max Crate on here, that was surprising. I can do another little bit here as well. Alright, nice and straightforward. I don't think it actually does anything. Yeah, we're only a little bit of a bump in the track. And I'm sure I've done that, yep, so all caught up for that. Alright, if it wasn't already clear, I need to win GA today. I'm going to do the 25s, but that's it. That leaves me 186 crystals. Not exactly swimming in them. Just coincidentally, another thing I'm not swimming in. Cantina energy. Let me just Google this a minute. Well, I say Google it. More like Swaggo GG. Gear. Or gear list even. That's not bad then. I've actually got more than enough for him. I mean, I've got 300. I need 300 for Jabba. And I've got 422. This is my free-to-play, yeah. And I'm pretty sure that's, yeah, battle computers, which we've got tons of. So, I think because of that, I can afford to just give Omega a little push. And I could probably go again. I mean, that would go down to 272. But at that point, I've got however long it is until I get Jabba to earn them back, so... yeah, that feels fine. That little feeling of, alright, we've made a bit of progress on one of them. I mean, to be fair, my free-to-play, I started playing it like 6 months after my main account, so... that was November 2018, this was April 2019, so probably not even 6 months. But, yeah, they're pretty close.
Alright,
I'm gonna have to work out what's going on with that. You doing alright, Mum? I like the dancing fish or whatever, or dancing shark. I don't even know how that happened. Yeah, we're doing good here, man. Just a little bit of a complication starting the stream, but we're all good. Alright, let's spend some energy. It wouldn't be one of my streams if it went straightforward, that's how I view it. Just realised you're off, you've had your week off work, haven't you? Because May Day's over. Well, I say May Day's over, we're in June now, so it sounds over. I go back to it, I lose track of all the holidays just with not being in that sort of environment now. Two days off, that's not fun, is it? I know for myself, the most I have now is that I can see like some of the kids around the neighborhood, and I think, all right, if they're around during the day, they're either off school or they're truanting. So, yeah. Considering Abby Alton, that's always a 50-50 bet, to be honest. I mean, that is one thing. I imagine that's a bit like, essentially no one would turn up anyway kind of deal at that point. Like, there's nothing more to teach. Yeah, I get your vibe. I mean, school's out and all that's good and all that, but yeah, I can imagine it's one of those where it's like, so what do I do now for the next? But saying that, do you have to actually go in still? I think that's the thing. I assume you'd still have to go in. I didn't actually show this off, but this is actually worth pointing out. So, this is the playlist. How many tracks are on now, by the way? 446 tracks. Now, what I haven't been telling people, say we've got Epidemic Sound here, or like the actual homepage. Let's just say, for instance, Sound of Silence, Spotify. Now, I can't actually play that, otherwise YouTube will give me a slap on the wrist, but what I can do, if I type in the Spotify link, I don't know why it does that, because I know it shouldn't do that. There we go. It finds the reference track, i.e. The Sound of Silence by Disturbed, and it suggests similar tracks. So, I'm going to add this to the playlist. What's it called? Leave the Light On. Why 2 tracks on? Oh, it's that one, dude. That explains it. Alright, play that. I don't know if it's anywhere close to like the song I requested, but I like the idea that you could say, right, give me a song that's got these vibes. You're off for 5 weeks during July, August. Yeah, and it's not a lot, but it's not bad, is it? I mean, considering like some jobs out there, you know. You said I never could change. I thought I never could change. They said I never. I did have a little chuckle earlier. I was watching a video by a content creator. I do like what he puts out. Vexatron, his name, and he was talking about the idea that if you want to get these new focus Datacrons, if you want to get them maxed out, he was trying to give some tips for it, and he was suggesting like maxing out these stores, like buying everything, and he was showing how he got like 300,000 currency stored up, and I'm like, yeah, I've got no currency whatsoever in any of these stores. They're all bled dry. If I'll ever change. Dreaming of Nashville. Oh, we'll grab these. 9k there. Cash these in. Alright, nice and sweet. I did see the number he put on the video earlier as well, and it was a ridiculous amount of this you need as well. I think it was something like 26 million. I'm gonna have to make sure I do as he and others have suggested, you know, make sure I keep going in and buying it. Alright, before I go into the next account, I want to try and sort this out. A little bit of a honest error. I don't know if I've shown this to you, Chris, either, because I don't think you've been on stream the last couple of days, have you? Here we go. Just log in here. So, they bought something out Elgato called the Virtual Stream Deck. And I've got that here. It's just a nice little virtual button press. So like, if I want to, I can just play like a sad trombone. Okay, so it's pretty nifty. But because I've been faffing around on OBS, I feel like all my buttons have got rearranged. Oh, dark mode just turned on. That took me by surprise. Yeah, so like, I know I've got to sort all these things out, haven't I? Top left, top right, bottom right, bottom left, and bullet BRB. I think that's fine. I think that does what I need it to do. I'm trying to put other little bits and bobs in that might be helpful, but right now I don't feel like I need half of these. Like, I don't even remember what these buttons do. Yeah, I think I tried something and I didn't follow through on it. But yeah, it's something that's been pretty interesting to at least play around with. Right, so I am showing us on. That's something. So that was what was worrying me. I thought, am I not actually showing like with Grand Arena? The trouble with doing back-to-back streams as well, I essentially think I might have confused things. I wasn't planning on streaming tonight, and then I've got an appointment tomorrow. Just kind of popped up. So I thought either stream late tomorrow, which might not be a good idea, or stream tonight. So yeah, tonight was the answer. Just hold on to my crystals a little bit. To be fair, I only feel like I need to get these shards right now. Alright, so Rika and Crosshair done. I can't remember what Hunter wanted. It was these, was it? Alright, that feels rough. Like, I don't waste energy on it, but I'm like, really? I couldn't get the piece I needed, but okay, whatever. Alright, so let's do that. And that. Alright. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm going to say it's like I've still got my actual physical one here. But I'm trying to I want to try and find a way of having it that the things I want like right by my left hand, as it were, they're like a push away. Whereas the things I can maybe take a second to actually move my mouse for. Because right now I've got it kind of nestled nicely in my OBS sort of setup. But I need to actually make sure I've got the right things on it, because right now they're kind of mirrored. So I could do is actually organising what I need and what I don't. That's always what I struggle with, picking out the right things. And it's not bad, let's say that. I'm essentially having a little chat about what went on the other month and just seeing if it's worth going again or not. I got a recommendation from my cleaner. She'd seen what was going on when she was filming, so she'd text my mum at the time and said, well, it wasn't even her, it was someone she was cleaning for. She'd mentioned it. And this guy who she cleaned for was like, I've heard of this like legal aid company. So he passed on the details to her, and then a couple of weeks later he passed away. So it felt very, I don't know how to phrase it, very, I can't even find the right word for it, because it feels like it's just something I've got to follow up on, because, you know, it's like one of the only things I've heard about this guy. But it was something that you think, all right, if he had heard something, it's worth following through on. Kind of. It's I feel like it's the right word, but probably the wrong connotation, isn't it? As far as, like, there's definitely more important things in a person's life, but just the fact that that's the one thing I can associate with them, it's like, yeah, let's just not. If anything, I'd be hurting myself if I ignored it. But yeah, kind of nice to be able to do something like that. I don't know if you're talking about. Oh, I assume you're talking about God of War the game, but I don't know if you're talking about the old ones or the new ones. I do need to play the new ones. I did play the first OG one. I keep saying, right, I want to do videos on. I'm going to have to set it up that I can record a bit more easily at some point, because it's like I say, God of War I haven't played. And I was going through my game library the other day. There's so many on there that I've said, nope, we're doing a recording on that. Nope, we're doing a recording on that. And it's like, you run out of things to actually play. Yeah, I know I've seen Kratos' son in the box art, so I think it was going to be something of that ilk. Didn't know it was his mum though, because if I remember right, wasn't his mum like splattered all over Kratos? Yeah. I thought that was the reason why Kratos was grey or ashen. Unless they've retconned it. Ah, that would make some sense, yes. I did forget about the concept of remarrying. Especially in a world where, you know, gods and monsters exist. Yeah, remarriage is certainly not the most unrealistic thing. Alright. Let's bring this on screen. But I want to bring this forward. So, this is what we're expecting. And that gives me the heebie-jeebies. That's full meta, and I don't think I've got a counter to all of it. At least without adjusting my defense. Okay, so Jab Jab can take down Balin. Afra can do Jabba. I don't think what does Queenie nice. Also, I could do with knowing if they use Ezra with Rey. Let's bring that up. You guys had a good win rate recently. Alright, I've got to be wary of this. At least a little bit. Jabba. Actually, let's maximize this and then go like that. At least for a minute. So they did Kenobi on Slacker. I'm pretty sure my Kenobi is on defense. Yeah. One sec. I don't know what I've just found on my leg. I think it might... I don't even know. I don't want to know. So I'm not doing Kenobi on Slacker, even though you know, even if it meant moving him off defense, I'm just not doing it. This is my opponent's, yeah, last Jim's defenses. So they're putting Ezra with Rey, so I could do Starkiller. I wouldn't want to do that, that feels overkill. Okay, that's interesting that Balin was able to take down that. whatever. This guy on offense went full offense. Alright, I've got a bit of time, so I don't feel like I've got to race through this. Let's see what this Arcan did, because he got through less of it, but let's just see what they did. So, they used Treya on Queen. They JMK Jabba. They failed with Gungans versus Bam, but they slackered it. They lost with JML to Balin. A Gear 12 Leia would struggle, I imagine, there. Bane worked there. Oh, I've just realised there were a couple out. I was just looking at that and I thought, how is it that there are a few, like, deaths already? But they did go heavy-handed there. They used Starkiller and Maul. No worries, man. Are you enjoying it? I feel like the game's had some... What would be the phrase? Revisionism? Like, people sort of criticising it with hindsight. Feels a bit overboard, if you, in my opinion. Yeah, I could believe that. I mean, I think that's kind of the nature with the PC ports, isn't it? I haven't heard all of them, obviously, but I think if it's built for PS5 or PS4, it's probably just a unintended instance, isn't it? Hey, I can actually see it. Alright, so... I'm trying to think of something that's not Bane for this Queen. I haven't got Treya on offense or Raver or Gas. B? C probably pushes it a bit. It would do it though. Yeah, if we do C on Queen. And if we make sure on the defensive side there is a Stana, it might at least give me an idea of what works. I feel like CLS is optimistic. And I've seen someone else's Gungans get ripped apart, so I'm very wary of taking my own in. It could be an instance of using Seer. Just overkill it a bit. There's another thing though. I've been saying all this time, oh, you know, what am I going to do about Queen? Why don't I just Bane it? I mean, I'm just wrapping this around in my head a bit, but I'm assuming Leia wins there. Alright, let's filter by it then. Ooh, not a great win rate. Alright, well, I'm glad I checked. So maybe just do Leia on Ahsoka, do a Slacker mirror. No, hang on, this, like, again, this all comes back to the point I was making, isn't it? That the whole reason I was going this way about it was that I wanted Slacker the Rey. But I feel like we've got to do this. Which is a mess, but I think that makes sense. Yeah, I'll admit, I'm doubting myself again here. I don't feel like this is an impossible defense. I think... Ooh. I think we could do Malgus there. I mean, I'm not getting my words out right at the moment. This is the big issue for me. Bam. Right now with Sarnacron, he's decent. It's working out what to do with him. I mean, okay, Finn would be something. Jabba, Ahsoka. That actually could be a shout. Ahsoka with... The Ahsoka I'm being led to believe is at the back as Baze with it. So that could be RN. I mean, it's alright, I'm just chatting on Discord about this because I genuinely don't know what the win rates are for this team. It's very hard to pin down without more info. But I'm looking, I'm thinking... if it could potentially do Ahsoka because there's no, what you call it, no Ezra. Yeah, I feel I need Bane to take down Slacker. JMK is on defense. Okay, so I could do Bo and the Gungans. We could do the BAM on Finn. JML and Malgus. Maybe just try and overkill that there. See, this is where I'm getting cautious about the round, because last week I didn't have a great week in Grand Arena, but I felt like one loss decided it for the most part. I mean, let me just bring up my record. I'm curious if I faced anyone who dropped badly like myself. No, all three of my opponents scored well. 1822, 1848, 1833. And in all 6 rounds, I've been 1800. So I've had someone score 1800 plus against me. So I've not had what you could call a gimme. Now, I'm not saying that I'm demanding a gimme here, but it's just more of a case of you look at that and you think, it's why I'm kind of fixating on this round, because I feel like I need to at least get, based off this, 1818. Yeah, I need to average 65 banners a battle. Eight battles for BAM against Ahsoka Baze Wat. Let me just have a quick look at my wall again. Yeah, I think I did work the cron right. Maybe the levels the stats are not perfect, but the actual 369 are alright. I'm weighing up here. If there's something I can throw down that's maybe more of a banner stealer. I've got 4 minutes. Oh, come on. Alright, so put that there. And then if we take Raber out here, add in... Alright, that might be alright. I don't know. I've quite literally, though, at the end just messed things around. Oh, okay. Let's just see how this goes. It's just giving me that little bit of extra flexibility with Third Sister. Because really, I can now do Third Sister there. I can do C there. Alright, we've got 2 minutes, so I'm going to go through my opponent's roster. Oh, we've obviously fixated, or I fixated a lot on what I've got. Let's have a look at what they've got. Alright, Last Human of Black Sun Heroes. We're 12.6, they're 12.9. 329 Zetas, they're 352. 50 Omicrons in GA to their 44, so that could be a TW guild issue. Just 1 second, can I just want to check something? Alright, I was just wondering if there was an issue on Twitch. Alright, never mind. Alright, so, yeah, 50 to 40 on the Omicrons. The GL 7 to 9. So, that's why I was piqued my interest there, because I thought maybe they got Lord Vader and the clones sort of lurking. Ralix 258 to 268. Fair enough. Rallic 9s are 12 to 16 in their favour. 8s are 15 to 35 in their favour. R7s are 96 to 89 in my favour. R5s 86 to 89 in their favour. Mod game, they're winning on the 25s, 106 to 117 on the 25s. 20 pluses are 323 to 302 in my favour. They have favour in the 15s, 487 to 560. They've got more Datacron rerolls. Quick skim of the mods. I don't really agree with the 3 health sets on Rey. But yeah, a lot of them... Well, questionable choices. I can understand the majority I'm seeing. Again, maybe not that. Okay, so just checking no ship surprises. The Revan's being that fast are a little bit of a surprise. Okay, things to look out for sure. Let's see what they've done, because I've got a feeling they've made a change. Pull with my Spidey sense. So there is a Slacker, there is a Rey. Yeah, 2 changes. We've got Phoenix. And we've got Saw. Alright, that is kind of interesting. First of all, we've got Finn, Bam, Queen, and Baylan. Alright, so the mention was Finn would be hard countered by Bam, but I don't want to touch that now. I don't know what's hiding. Even though I'm not confident in it, I feel like, I'm talking myself into it, and I don't really want to be talked into it, but this BAM team is such a menace. 147 armor pen as well to boot. Maybe we just Raver. We have given ourselves Raver. It does mean undoing a few of the things we were thinking of doing. That's a very fast echo. Oh, it has been very entertaining, Team Max. I did watch you around with Vexatron, by the way. I thought you were very unlucky. I mean, obviously, roster size is taken into account. You were unlucky. Oh. I'm in my own head here. That's what I'm not enjoying about this. Just make sure it's filtering by Rex teams. Tuskens are a 99% win rate. Alright, that is brilliant. I will take that any day of the week. And you know what? I was thinking Tuskens, but in my head I thought, surely that's not that easy. So, I really want to see that if I can. But BAM is the one that's giving me the headache, because it's like, do we trust something small on BAM? Well, more so, what is overkill on it? I'd be happy to overkill it to a degree. I know with TW, I've had success before with the likes of Star Killer, but yeah, I feel like that's when they've had Datacrons as well, where I don't always feel like I have a good lay of the land with them. Maybe I mirror it. What's their horn speed? Yeah, that's kind of what's bugging me. It's like, the fact I'm leaning towards a mirror is, it's not great. They definitely upped to goth girl vibes, didn't they? No, we don't need Malgus. Or at least I don't believe we do. Nothing's screaming it out to me. I wasn't sure if we'd survive the opening salvo, but how I'm guessing it goes is Horn pumps someone and then dash AoEs and gets fear on the board. I was going to say, maybe I'm practicing for something. Let's give it a go. I was saying it before, T-Max. I feel like I've had a rough 5v5 season in terms of when I've made a mistake, I've been punished. And I know that's typically the way it goes, but it's one of those where I'm like, I know I can't afford to make a mistake. So I'm just really trying to tighten the hatches a bit. Not let anyone in not let anyone in at all, to be honest. Just tricky getting that down. Also, I haven't got a tank revive cron. That's just something else to throw out there. 80%. Let's see how it goes. Alright, we didn't die straight out of the bat. Right, as much as those three have got enough oomph to deal some damage, I feel like we've got to get Barna. Ooh. Just check these debuffs. I think we do an ability block there. Okay, Revan will go in a second. In the meantime, let's just hit Chewie. Right, Dash is still ability blocked. Alright, now we're feeling good. Is that Ferocity? I was hoping there might be Ferocity there. I don't kill him yet. That definitely is. Alright, we lose a banner on Bastila. Couldn't really get that back, but 74, I'll take it. We'll pause for the ad break. Just saw it out the corner of my eye. But yeah, I feel a lot better now that first one's out the way. That was just nagging at me a little bit. I mean, you can see here I'm setting a target score of 18-19 purely for the simple fact that I know my last few rounds have gone haywire. I've probably caused myself a problem here. I didn't change fleet. So we could have a problem when that comes around. Because we've got Profundity for Leviathan, assuming no errors there. I think it's Endurance we're going to need for this one. I'll put it there just for point out it's Galactic Republic. But then the actual prof battle, I don't really know what's best. I think it's Malevolence, but I don't know. We'll come back to that, obviously. Alright. Let's have a look at this Cron. 25% turn meter. How fast are they? Pretty fast. That Star Killer idea is not looking too hot. Don't tell me Gungans. Or I'm trying to remember what I've seen recently. think if Sidious is pronky, you can do it. I just don't think I trust my Sidious. Yeah, I must admit I wasn't feeling it. I don't want to use BAM just in case it's Lord Vader at the back. I want to make sure I've got a clean option there. Maybe with that in mind we do JML. JML's doing nothing here. Yeah, I think I'm going to use JML. It feels overkill, but... let's just make sure we get through it. All right, let's... I know what you're talking about. We'll have to have a look in a minute to see how we're getting on in terms of that. I did put down D for a potential Malgus. All right, feeling a bit better now. I was just trying to make sure they didn't like completely outrun me. Let's do that. Yeah, 63. I'm not overly happy at that. I mean, have I heard that Sidious can take down Malgus? Yeah, I'm not getting it here. I've sworn I'd seen something about Sidious and Malgus. Maybe it's without Malak. If in doubt, just put an S on or a sp instead of a p. They weren't still lazy. Do we give that a go? And let's just make sure it's Hondo and Kira in there. %, win rate. Average is 43.5 cubes. Oh, thanks for the update, Al. Might hold off on this for a second then. Forgot it was update day. That's concerning. Yeah, that is the most seen counter. So a lot of people are trying it. Yeah, that's the impression I'm getting off it. It seems iffy. I'm going to double check, but I think this guy will have mallet there. Ooh. I don't know why, but my Discord just went all over the place then. Oh, yeah, that won't be helping. Completely forgot about that, thanks. Now that doesn't surprise me in terms of high scene rate, not so great win rate. That's the one I wanted to do. Yeah, and that really adds up. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to do Jabba. Yeah, I've used Jabba recently. Kira is there, yeah, with Hondo. It's Hondo on me. That's why I'm a little concerned. I know that it's quite an upgrade, shall we say, but saying that, they haven't got Mass Assist, so we have that going for us. Yeah, that was a baby Traya there. Oh, sorry, it was a baby Traya used there, sorry. There is a mallet there, so... yeah. I've got the same thing on defense. Oh, there we go. Always try and late hit. I feel like we're gonna have to do a jab at that. Against DI, whenever a mercenary ally attacks, she assists, which she won't at the beginning. Healing immunity and protection disruption for 3 turns could be frustrating. Fingers crossed Jabba's potent enough to deal with it though. I say potent as in good enough. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it does have me worried. I've said about Lord Vader as well. I haven't got any real reason to think Lord Vader's there except for... Hang on. Remind me about this after the battle. Alright, have some thermals. Alright, can we just go for Kira so she doesn't start doing weird shenanigans? Who's Kira? I've just realised I can't insta-kill Canna because of Balin. I forget every time when Balin's gone. $64, I mean, that's 3 64s in a row, I think? Oh no, 64 technically and a 63. Yeah, we're just falling short one by one. Hey up, Trevor boy, how you doing? Just realised when I was skimming through, I didn't check the clones. They don't have CX2. So they won't put Lord Vader and the clones down, so we haven't got to worry about that. Don't know why I was fretting about it when they aren't there. Alright. We're a lot more secured than I thought. Okay. So just Raver. Definitely worth checking before threatening. Let's go for that. Alright, be basic. I'd say we can AoE at this point. Alright, Shaxx put a target on the back. Or a front. Just for the foresight. Alright, Echo's definitely trying to take advantage of all these turns he's getting. I'm gonna need that cleanse in a minute. Ooh. Did I say in a minute? I mean very soon. Ooh, okay, we lost one. Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan. Right, let's... That doesn't help me either way. Let's do that. I think it'd be safe to say Echo screwed me over here. I think I went for it when it was there, D-Max, I think. Just getting this bleeding handmaiden down. There we go. I mean, Raver did it, but man, that was ugly. What did I say about trying to get good banners? Okay. Afra and a Focus Datacron was not on my wish list today. Alright, so we can get rid of C. Yeah, Raver to the rescue. I mean, I think she actually did a solid for us there. Just a little by the by, this is the first time I'm facing Raver on defense. A brand new lifestyle boutique hotel in the heart of Marylebone? Oh, that. I genuinely don't know. I honestly don't know. I can't tell if this insects or rings or both. Yeah, a little bit weird, I'll admit. Ugh, sorry about this. Alright. Alright. Built by Season 66, Scene. Can we exclude GLs? Actually, no, let's not, just because C's available. Yeah, 71% seems a bit high. Let's put Chrysanthemum in, because people will be using that. Gungans are low. Bo-Katan's 31. Dear Malikos is 96. I'm curious if Afra could take down Saw. I'm doubting it, but I would like to see. That seems a little bit unlikely. Here are the notes for today's hotfix, the Temple Guard Datacron. Okay. Okay, interesting how they haven't commented on, you know, people not being able to log into the game. I'd hope that's somewhere in the fix. Yeah, I've got that Bob Bulba's DC. I mean, if that's working... Sorry, I've just realised my streamer mode isn't on. For some reason, it isn't turning on by itself. Right. I mean, I've had a few guildmates talking about quitting because of it. I mean, I'll copy that and I'm going to paste that in my server temporarily. Just for the fact that I don't know if that's what someone else has tried. But the issue I've been hearing is people who haven't actually signed in with EA Connect. Because then it's a case of the only way they've got is Google. Yeah. I mean, I know Marvel Snap had some mention of Samsung or Google yesterday, but I don't think it was anything major. I think it was just like a, yeah, update your game thing. I mean, if that works, that would be great. Alright. That then frees up Seer to do that. Which does seem pretty high. Alright, let's give that a go. And then GG Gungans. Yeah, that's the thing, I haven't had any myself, so unlike yourselves, I can't really comment. I'm just hoping that it isn't anything that's irreversible. 77577. Here we go. Yeah, it is that one. Not the highest amount of armor pen, but it is still significant. .322 Luton isn't a slouch. This does have me concerned, but I think it is a good way of getting around the issue. Let's give it a go. Right. I mean, in principle, that wouldn't be the worst thing. I don't like fear there. Right, that's why I held back a sec. Right, we have got the contract as well. I'm doing that for the buffs. Death March should have gone there. Alright, Chirrut's down. Kyle. Okay. Okay. To be fair, I completely got sidetracked thinking that I had to take out the tank. Okay, we dropped 1 as far as health, but 67, that's still alright. Yeah, I appreciate that, the T-Max, because I was playing with my food again there. Even though I got Bounty Hunter's Resolve, I, for some reason, forgot that I could ignore Taunt. This is why I feel like I'm an idiot for going in for that tournament at the weekend, because I'm like... These are the kind of things that I forget so easily. Let's go for that, why not? Get lined up for when the ads are over. Alright, ad break seems to be on. Yeah, I've just seen another one going around about the hot fix of sorts. That's not bad. I don't know if this is what you were seeing before, Ozzy, but... Let's have a look. I mean, I'm just going to say, if this was me, I would probably be throwing my... Well, I'd be throwing my cap at the wall for a kickoff, but that is a lot of steps. If it works, it's great for people, but you look and you think, geez Louise. Alright, ad break open. Open? Over. Let's see if the Tuscans can beat the Phoenix. Good, should. Oh, wow. Slow down, you're all moving too fast. Alright, Kane and Era. Oh. Wow, it's not keeping up well with this. Okay. I'm going to hit the one with the stun. Wow, that should be a lot of dots there. Yeah. Alright, Rex down. The beam. Yeah. Wow. Just cleanse and heal what we can. Down. I mean, it worked, but man, oh man, oh man. 61. I see you low there. How you doing? Right, 61. Just slowly chipping away at this defense. We've got Bane up next, I think. Health, please. I'm inclined to go for a Sidious Kron because I don't think we're getting use out of him. Saying that, we aren't getting use out of that. Go on, we'll stick with that because there's slight bonuses with the offense, I guess, but... Am I wrong in thinking he does deal normal damage, not always health-based damage? Yeah, he does... Like, he will deal by max health, but it's not always by max health. So, we can afford to put offense on him. Or stacking offense. Probably if we need to stack, it's going to be a long battle. Alright, there's the ult. Wow. Ooh. I did not enjoy that. No, that was scary. I'm almost at the point, right, where I'm pleading with my opponent saying, please let me win the round. I'm going through heart palpitations during these rounds. Can you please just have a little bit of sympathy? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go for that. I think that should be okay. We've got a taunt, we've got a way passing turns. Right, we can't assist on Ezra, so we might as well do it there. Yeah, let's just whittle down Ray a bit. Make sure we leap on Ben. You know, I don't know what is best here. I almost want to pass to Ray. That'll do. 62. I need 67 banner average to get to where I want it to be. I don't know if that counts fleet though. Yeah, they've gone triple matter. That's another problem. I'm going to be frank, I don't really know who to prioritize here. Oh, they haven't put base in this time as well. Alright, that is interesting. I think we still got enough to get through Ahsoka, but it's just going to be more of a slog, isn't it? I'd assume. Let's just put Burnout. I like the idea of damage immunity on R2. Let's try and one-shot Hera. Alright, so it's just 5v1 now. Sometimes you have to feel good about decisions you've made. I mean, surely we can full auto from here. Probably, actually saying that is probably the worst reason to full auto. Although saying that, Ahsoka will dispel taunt, so again, it's not the worst thing. Is there a tank revive here? Yeah, so we've got to kill her twice. That's fine. I mean, arguably overkill, but fine is fine. Alright, see ya. Very weird that I'm not planning on using C, by the way. Okay. Let's dispel the buffs. One down. Ooh. Alright, so BT1's going to be the one that can deal the damage here, so if we can get him out, cool. No revives. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but we can try. 64. Again, kind of just below par. And then Gungans. I mean, Gungans against Separatist droids. This should be a 65. Like, that whole shtick is beating droids. Alright, let's throw the boomers. Oh, the LGG's gone. And let's just call... Let's do that. All right, nice and clean 65. I feel like Gungans... The few times I've tried them with Phoenix recently, I'm just trying to make sure I'm remembering. It hasn't been 100%. I think it just depends if you can whittle through them in time. I might be misremembering who I'm talking about though. I'm pretty sure, I know I'm talking about Phoenix, but I might be misremembering the opponent. Phoenix don't. Alright, well I've got that boot marked. I mean, that is true. They do blitz the generator on offense. Assuming you get enough turns. Alright. Off meta 1. I wouldn't mind. I've tried this in Fleet Arena over the weekend and... Sorry, not over the weekend. Since Monday. And I have not had great luck. So I'm just hoping we get there this time. It's a Relic 5 Dengar. Relic 5 Bosk, sorry. R7 Razorcrest. R9 Executor. All 5s on my Marauder. 7 on Rex, 7 on Baron. 3 on Eben. 7 on Anakin. 8 on Plo. 3 on Ahsoka. Are you wanting something more specific like actual speeds? Like with mods? I know the ones I've been losing to, they've had higher Relic Bounty Hunters. Right, I think I've been facing R8 BAMs and maybe an R7 Dengar. I've actually got my cheat sheet here as well. I was trying to lean on it the other day and but man, my printer wasn't working. Here we go, so starts with Valor. Punch your models target Rex. Use Endurance's ability to heal Rex. You then use Marauder AoE. Alright. Alright, T-Max, I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to see, but I'm going to go in just for the fact that I'm hoping the fact that it's an R5 punishing one is... it bodes well, shall we say. I'm just trying to provide you anything you might need or might want. Are you looking at my reinforcements? Yeah, I haven't done anything with my Old Republic. Three for each. Oh, right. Sorry, I thought I'd said three on each, three for each on my Ebon Orc. Right, so Anakin 7, Flow 8, Ahsoka 3. I mean, to be honest, I think if I got to Ahsoka, I'd be struggling anyway. I mean, surely they don't clear my fleet wall anyway. I've got Leviathan and Executor there, so as long as I can get 2 of these out, I've got a good chance. Oh, their reinforcement. Oh, right. Now I'm with you, 3. Alright, let's get into it. I haven't said this in a little while, but it's 11 o'clock my time. My brain goes into Baba's time at this time of night. Oh, okay, Hound's tip out. Right, I don't really want to do this. Oh, okay, that's brilliant. Get that critic, immunity gone. Yeah, let's just get rid of that. I'm going to say, appreciate having you here, Mike. I mean, for what it's worth, right, I was kind of alluding to it a minute ago. It's why I don't tend to stream at this time of night, because it's like my wind down period, if you like. So I feel like I'm trying to perk myself up when I'm usually going to sleep. But why I appreciate having people around. I'm going to say, better having company than just talking to myself while I'm trying to not go to sleep. Alright, here we go. That wasn't actually bad, was it? 68? Like, I'm sure you could file it under could do better, but it feels okay. Okay, we'll get this out of the way for the fact I know this is the one that we need to get right. Right, past that there. We do the flyby. Buff immunity, nice. And we're going to smack dagger. Brilliant. Dagger out. Wiggle. Right, bit of a bummer. Mark 6. Flyby. AoE to get as many hits as we can. Flyby takes us to 75. We got 2 reinforcements. I'm going to do this. Yeah. In my head I was thinking, do we stealth to try and save Outrider, but I think we have to just accept we might lose it. Yep, there it goes. I just hope we got it. Yeah. I mean, it's why we bought the reinforcements, so I'm fine with that. Cheers, Icy. Let's bring in Phantom. I'm going to have to do the mirror for both, well, not the mirror, the prof counter for a little bit now. For whatever reason, none of my accounts have needed to do it. I'm doing this just purely for safety. Okay, banners, 64. I mean, I don't think we're getting a 77 against Profundity, so... Yeah, the goal's been shot, but... Let's see if we can off-meta this. I genuinely don't remember how you do this, though. Now you're reinforced with TIE Bomber. And I think at that point you're just kind of reliant on them killing the Vulture. Let's just wing it. Yeah, I'm glad someone knows. I doubt myself way too much. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. I feel like I've got to do that even though I would like to cleanse. Come on. Right, TIE Bomber. Alright, Prof got an assist. Outrider down, cool. Ghost in. I don't think that was the right call. Let's reapply that. Actually, don't mind calling a mass assist there. Just try and whittle it down a bit. HMF will do that. I was getting bummed then how few buzz droids we were getting. Prof was giving me a bit of a scare then. Okay, we might have a chance. Oh, come on. Okay. We might be able to do it. Okay. And go for that. 3.5 minutes. 67. What's the final score? 18-10. All right. That one, I'm not gonna lie, that one stressed me out from start to finish. More because I know I've had a very bad season so far. So I'm like, I needed to at least do well on offense. So, how this season's gone, I can see this guy getting 18-22. You know, just essentially somehow screwing me over like that. I'm hoping to God that my fleet defense holds. Like, he put all three things, he put all three meta fleets on defense. So I'm hoping the fact that I only went light on one helps. Okay. Let's go over to Crimson. I've just realised you may have missed a bit of that with an ad break. Apologies if you did. I won't put that guy's ally code on WatchBot. I want to see when he starts. Alright, Crimson. They just running slightly over the scheduled start time. We're up against Linz. Let's see what Linz has got. Ooh, that's interesting. I know Kaiba. Never had to say it, but I know one. But yeah, Lins of Guild Unknown. Okay, Japanese, fair enough. Let's have a look then. So, we're 11.4, they're 13.0. Is that a thing? Zeta's 298 to 383. Omicron's 40 to 57. That one feels bad. DL 6 to 9. AA. Ralix 192 to 259. One Rallic 9 behind them. That's the power of doing POW and Master Qui-Gon. R8's 15 to 30, so twice as many. I'm behind on the 7s, 85 to 97. And behind on the 5s, 59 to 83. So yeah, no favours there. We're ahead on 25 speeds, 58 to 37. Ahead on 20s, 225 to 199. Behind on the 15s. They've got pretty much, well, just under double my Datacron rerolls by the looks of it. Okay, that's a bit awkward. Not sure about the tenacity mod in there, like full tenacity anyway. No Raver, that's a surprise. They've got Jar Jar, they've got Luthen, they've built up Jocasta, got a Relic 5 Omega. They haven't got a max DX to do. Okay, useful information, this. Tips are in order. Alright. That seems like a good jumping off point. Let's see what they've done. Okay, so end of last stream we switched the defense around, so this could be fun. If anything, just try and work out what we're doing. So Ahsoka, Jabba, Queen Amidala, Malgus, all as expected. South Wall, Gungans, Rey, JML, droids. So it stands to reason we'll see Mon Mothma, Tuskens, and Geos at the back. That's good for actual planning. Can I just go on a 2 in a minute? Or a team? Right, yeah, we have got 5 GLs. So I'm thinking we do J on K against Jabba. Do C there, Bane there, Blacker there. Unless I'm mistaken, Lord Vader can do that, but he can also I can also leave that to. Is Raver on defense? I've forgotten. If she's on defense, I can't see her there. Alright, so we've got Raver. Again, she isn't there, is she? No, so we have got Raver. So how I see it, we can do Raver on JML. Seer can do Rey. Not tried Lord Vader on GG, but I would have thought it would have a good win rate. I'm looking for something with just Lord Vader. Yeah, I could keep filtering, but it ain't going to show me. I mean, I would like to try Night Sisters, but how things could go wrong. It's not the worst level 6. But I think I might try get Bo-Katan to the Gungans. I mean, yeah, Adrad was kind of looking at me there. I'm trying to think what would be good if there's a Lucen in there, but maybe just Traya. And even though it's overkill, JML could do that. Alright, there is a plan there. Speed, health. They haven't got 150k health. That's, I mean, it's only shy a little bit, but you'd have thought they'd have put health something to boost Gigi's health. This feels like one of those things where if I lose, I'm going to feel like an idiot. Alright, we've got the tank revive. Ooh. Alright, that concerns me. Talking about efficiency and I lose like that, that just doesn't look good on me. Hang on. Alright, I've got to put green on BRB, folks. Alright. Everything okay here? I think so. Well, I've got to hope there's a trip somewhere. Okay, so this should bring back... There we go, yep. Magna comes back. And GG's down anyway, so we're good. I should have gone straight with this. But I think in my mind I was like, Lord Vader solo for 79 versus Night Sisters. Okay, so let's just get into the meat and drink of it. Alright, Purge on the board, so I can afford to do that. Alright, nice clean 65 for Raver. Alright, clear the buffs. Pretty much everyone then got damage immunity. I mean, I'll throw rocks to try and hit BB-8. I had the right idea. Alright, so Ben's got to take a turn. And 64. Alright, last on this wall, Bo-Katan. Alright, not exactly what I meant to do then. Okay. Just Lilith, hello. You had a free win. I'm guessing that your opponent thought, nah, Fat don't fancy playing. Although saying that, that'd be very early in the round for you to know that. So, yeah, I'm curious what actually happened. Oh. Sounds like a nice little way of winning for you. You know, I feel like even when I face people who don't know what they're doing, they've still got more than me that makes it enough of a challenge. So yeah, GG's. Oh. I mean, Phoenix on defense without Rex, that's pretty bad. Does this dispel? I don't think it does, but can we at least target with Paz? There we go, 62. Yeah, I've done alright on my main account. We've one-shot everything, including the triple meta fleet, so I'm happy with that. Come into my free-to-play here, and I thought, maybe a bit cockily, I thought, Lord Vader can solo GG, can't he? No, he can't. Or at least he didn't. So, yeah, we dropped one already, but hopefully the battle's as predicted. And that's looking promising. Yep, that's what we were hoping for. So, yeah, honestly, this should be cake. Ooh, saying that, maybe we could do a Cydia solo. The enemies can't assist or attack again, so Geos will be stuffed. Kind of like the sound of that. I've joked about it in the past. I feel like this time of night I end up going into like an ASMR mode. I just try and talk a lot more softly or a lot more I don't know, precisely maybe. More just because I don't want to be like too excited, too loud. Right, well, link 1, link 2. My hope here is that we're able to just... I was hoping I didn't have to hit Malik, to be fair. I just want to keep hitting Basti. There we go. 65. know I've got a Cron that I've been using. Maybe go for that, crit damage. Don't think it really matters. I couldn't say, to be honest. It's not a game I'm familiar with. Yeah, I can't say I've like seen it on web stores or anything. Like, I've heard about a few games of late, you know, that have been performing well, but yeah, that's not one. Ooh. I mean, potentially it could be good with that. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a fair argument there, you know, if it's made by the same people, chances are it'll be good. I mean, is it like a full retail game still, or is it discounted? It's probably worth it then, just see what you think. I know if I was unsure about something, I wouldn't get it like for a full price. But yeah, if it's only like €13, it's probably worth it, isn't it? If it's up your alley. That's it, isn't it? I mean, if you don't like it, then it's just another game in your collection, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. By the by, that was a bloody clean win. Jab jab, let's go there. Right, Kenobi and Mace are on defense, so it's got to be a flow job. Crit damage? Let's go for that. Probably a very smart opponent. Well, from what you told me, maybe they're not smart, but that was a smart decision from them. Wow, I haven't seen Greedo's Cron. Alright, it doesn't do anything, but I was just looking like, hang on, have people been sleeping on Greedo's Cron? Alright, let's just go like this, I guess. Pass that to Ahsoka. A good Padme team. Honestly, it's been a while since I've seen a Padme team. I mean, the original one was Padme, Ahsoka, Jedi Knight Anakin, 3PO, and General Kenobi. But yeah, it's been a while since I've actually seen a Padme team. Mainly because Arthur gets absorbed by Kenobi. I mean, 3PO is an option, but you can usually flex it. I mean, I use R2 at one point, you can have Barriss. You know, it all really depends on what you've got available. Ooh. I think my sweet prince is going down. No, he's come back for another life. Go on, we're getting arm shred on Chris. Oh, don't hit Cat. We can't cope without Cat. Okay. Ooh, okay. Ultimate. Come on, Plo, get in here. Okay. Let's just go for Greedo, just try and knock this one of the sides out. Right, now we gotta kill Chrysanthemum twice by American. Oh, not twice, just... Well, actually, yeah, twice. We're probably going to lose Cat here, aren't we? Oh, not good for time. Oh, right, Plo got the hit. Okay. Okay, so he's back, but hopefully we can get him down. Alright, I don't like the fact that Padme got that. GK's on defense, so I just need the tank. .56. I mean, we got through it, but that was not clean. He's on defense with Rey. I like the idea that there's the natural tank of Kenobi and then the evasive tank in Rey. And then you've got Smuggler Crons and Ben's shenanigans. If I'd got Ezra, I wouldn't have... Well, I might have done it with Kenobi still, but we wouldn't have had Rey Jedi training. I can't remember what the banner count there was. Was it 56? Yeah. Alright, so Bane here. Yeah, what did I do with... I think Mace is with Qui-Gon as well, so I may need to pull Mace out of that squad so I've got a better tank option. Don't get me wrong, I like Plo. Plo's one of my favourite tunes, but yeah, maybe give him the easier jobs. Alright, one down. Right, that's a bit concerning as far as mace. I don't feel like this can stop me, but it's just kind of awkward. All right. All right, 65. Okay, so I still feel like that is probably the best call on that wall, but I do think Sidious on Geos is banner efficient. Unless I'm completely forgetting something. But they can't assist. Yeah, 69. Nice and comfortable. I'm just looking in case there's a more banner efficient option here. I think we just stick with Adrad, but it's a shame. Okay, this is where it could get a little bit tasty. I say tasty as far as, you know, they start to take turns. All right, 65. So the question is, do we go with Trey or can we do something a little bit smaller? I mean, Luthen's in there. Maybe we do just go Treya, but I don't know, it feels just a bit of a shame. Leave Scion out just in case that helps just get us an extra banner. Alright, Kyle down. It's going to be a revive. I was going to say, that was a very interesting stealth talent. No, I didn't bring him along. Thought I'd just save a banner. It's a shame. I do like Scion, but if you can save a banner in this situation, why not? Okay, Mon down. Yeah, I've said it for a little bit. I want him getting Omicron, not a Datacron and Omicron. He needs something to force people to want to use him again. And I know it's weird because Treya's not in a bad spot, so you don't really want to buff the team, but make it TW or something, just so that there's still an incentive to have him around. I don't know. What have we got up here? Okay, these look manageable. Honestly, that could be interesting. I don't know exactly how you'd do it, but maybe something along the lines of as long as he's got hatred, he deals X amount more damage kind of deal. But when I think about it, right, part of the problem as well is when Talon came out, she was really geared on working with Scion. Well, Scion and Treya. So maybe it just needs reconnecting with that a bit more. I didn't notice that, Hal. That's good to know though, because it should make that battle a little more smoother. I was weighing up what I'm going to do about the Galactic Republic, not the Galactic Republic, the Empire fleet. But I have got my Galactic Republic, so I think that should be alright. Alright, a bit of a sucker for banners, that. Oh. It wasn't so much that Ahsoka came out, but it was the fact that a reinforcement came out at all. Usually they don't get that reinforcement. I didn't check, maybe it's an R9 Kenobi. Alright, 77. I was just holding my breath there thinking, do not nick a banner off me. Yeah, it was only alright Kenobi. A little bit of a surprise, that. Alright, so I can't comment much on using Galactic Republic on offense. But I would assume this is enough. There we go, ability blocks. That's a very lonely TIE bomber. I haven't myself. I mean, this is a very odd battle to be doing. It was one of the reasons I was glad when the Bad Batch bundle came out. I was able to actually use Marauder on my main. 74, I'll take that. Yeah, it felt like... How do I phrase it? It felt like I was using a handicapped fleet. Well, I wasn't even using it, it was on defense, but... Yeah, it's strange how much of an impact Marauder made. Yeah, I got the Bad Batch 1 on my main. It was after Christmas when it came out. Ooh, I'm actually on target to finish on time. Gone through Crimson's GAC a lot quicker than I thought I would. Right, steal all that. Okay, I didn't want that. Alright, so we lost a banner there and there. 74. 1831 though. Considering we dropped one on GG, I'm happy with that. So yeah, 2 good rounds. I mean, I go back to it, I need wins. I've been really struggling with my crystals. So yeah, I need to at least get a win. So fingers crossed we're on track. Let me just get this guy's ally code so I can put that on the watch bot as well. Alright. So, that is us done for the night. And to be honest, considering it's 2 minutes to midnight, I'd say that's just about in time. So, let's go here. I felt like I was loading in then. Very, very slowly. You did, Lilith? And say, you're feeling a bit more yourself now? Ah. Is that you're an AC Milan fan or that you're not a Man City fan? I mean, I'll admit, I have got a soft spot for AC Milan, but I haven't watched any of their football in a while. But you know, I'd heard of, is it, I don't know if I'm going to say the name right, Reindeers? Or Rangers? But, I did. You know, I knew he was decent, but I wasn't expecting him to be on City's radar, I'll be honest. With no disrespect as well, I'd have thought someone on Inter's team would have been on their radar, even if they are on the aging side. Pulisic, I'm not surprised at. I mean, I was surprised Chelsea kind of discarded him. No, I never thought he was like... you know, like they called him Captain America, or they call him Captain America. I never thought he was, like, that good. But he was still a decent player. I thought he would be a good squad player for Chelsea. He was one of the best CDMs. I'll have to keep that in mind, because I feel like my knowledge of European football has gone downhill in the last couple of years. I blame it in part because for most of this season I didn't have a Champions League subscription. So the only matches I started watching were towards the end of the knockouts. So yeah, I haven't been keeping tabs really. Yeah, I mean, like I say, he's probably chipping in here and there for you, isn't he? I wouldn't expect anything crazy, like I say, but, you know, decent. I didn't like the new format. I mean, I'm talking with not watching the matches, but it felt like it was very drawn out. Right, I think I've got this set up. I'm going to send us to Trevor Boy. Just realised we had a follow from Lost Cause, but I don't know if that was on my last stream or if that was after it. Either way, Lost Cause, thank you for a follow. I'm trying to think if I know anything about Feyenoord right now, but I think I'm getting confused with, is it Peruvian? I know that one of them had Van Persie in charge. Or maybe I'm thinking of Dirk Kuyt. I just seem to remember they were sort of going up the Dutch managerial league, if you like. Yeah. I think Feyenoord every now and again. It's more a case of, I can't say I know anything about the current team. Yeah, I mean, that's a quick glance. I can't say I do. Don't really know any of their players. I mean, again, with greatest respect, I think how AC Milan have been in the last decade or so. If they have a good season there, they've done good. You know what I mean? I say it as if I was a Stoke supporter there. If you do well at Stoke, you've done well because you've obviously managed to get through the utter rubbishness. I can't think what I'm... Oh, that's it. Bruno Martins Indy. Where's he playing now? Is he Alkmaar? I mean, you've seen a league title. That's something. Oh, I didn't know that. Bruno Martins Indy's captain of AZ Alkmaar now. Right, I'm just going through my through a former player I could think of. I'll say I know many of his teammates. I've heard of, I think I've heard of Jordy Classy. And I know Troy Parrott from Tottenham. That's about it, though. Yeah, he was on loan from Southampton apparently. I would guess Southampton, yeah, when he was there. He hasn't got Everton on his cheat sheet. Davy Klaassen there. And that was Coman, because I remember that was the weird team they had with Sigurdsson, Rooney, and Klaassen. And you couldn't help but look at it and go, why did you want 3 number 10s? Alright, I'll be honest, right? I'm going to clock off without the raid for the simple fact it feels like we've passed the moment. But yeah. Honestly, thanks for being here. I've had a very positive stream, so I'm happy with that. I'll be back now Saturday or Friday night. It's very awkward. I'm in the tournament on Saturday, so I'm streaming the tournament. But the things I could get knocked out in the first round. So if that's the case, it's going to be a very short stream. So I'm weighing up if I do GAC beforehand, anticipating an early knockout, or if I do GAC the night before and then do a very short stream. I'm going to work it out and then I'll post it on Discord. Alright, until then folks, enjoy the rest of your week. Bye for now.